Norma Jean. I'm from Watertown, New York. Do you guys know where that is? You do? Well, that's surprising. A lot of people don't know where that is. Let me tell you, Watertown's famous for a couple of things. Car freshener trees and Richard Grieco. Both very famous and both stink like hell. Oh, yeah. But my name is really Norma Jean. It's not a stage name, and a lot of people think that. But my mother just absolutely loved Marilyn Monroe. But she also loved pills, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, she still does. She said to me one time, I remember, Norma Jean, you know, I had to pop a couple of Quaaludes on the night you were conceived just so I could put up with your father, Dick. I'm like, Mom, that's terrible. Why would you say that? She goes, no, Norma Jean, actually, I said that wrong. I had to pop a couple of Quaaludes to put up with your father's. Mom! Oh, my God. She's crazy. You know, she does some weird stuff, you know. I called her last week, and I said, Mom, you know, I would really love for you to come out here and visit me. Why don't you go ahead and get yourself a nonstop flight out here to California so we can visit? She goes, okay, I'll call the Syracuse airport and see what they got, and I'll call you back in a couple of hours. I said, okay. So a couple hours goes by, and she calls me, and she goes, Norma Jean, they said they've only got one airline that can get me there lickety-split. It's called Conair Lingus. My God, my mother. Unbelievable. Well, you guys, my last name is Riddick, and it's spelled just like it sounds, Rid-Dick. And that's exactly what I did when I got rid of the last husband. Thank you. Is anybody here married? See? This is why I'm divorced. I tell you what. I was married a couple of times, actually. My first marriage was mixed. I was sane. He was psychotic. Yeah. This is a true story. Left me for a 15-year-old girl. Chris Hansen, where were you when I needed you? So mad at Chris Hansen. But actually, now I understand why he did it, because he couldn't find a 12-year-old. So as a consolation prize, I sent him a box of color forms and an easy bake oven. There you go, kids. Have fun. My second husband left me for a bimbo cab driver. Word on the street was she would pull up to stop signs and wait for him to turn green. I don't know what the hell that was about. I really don't understand it. But listen, my husband actually stole my jewelry and was giving it to her as gifts. I could not believe this. You know, so I did one better. I sent her a gift of my own, a picture of his herpes breakouts. Have fun with that. You never know when those things are going to pop. Oh, God. You really don't. But I have to tell you something sad. If you see the TLC show, you'll find out that I was a victim of domestic violence. Got hit in the face a lot. But don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It would have been worse if they could actually throw a punch. You know what I mean? But I was too fast for them. Hey, I said I was into black guys, not black eyes. Oh, man. But it actually helped my acting career because National Geographic cast me as a raccoon in one of their specials. Fun, huh? On a serious note, though, I do have two beautiful mixed children. They're half African American and half Scottish. But they're still confused because we belong to a clan. The younger one's name is Kunta Kinte McDougal. And the older one's name is Shaka Zulu Braveheart. But we're really into the Scottish part of our heritage. You know, there's a lot of Scottish festivals in California, so we try to go to as many as we can. But, of course, I have to put my sons in those extra long kilts. Thank you. You know what? Being a single parent is hard. I've been parenting them without a father for about 14 years, completely on my own. And it's been tough. You know, I remember there's months of ramen, jelly sandwiches, and that famous wish sandwich where you wish you had some meat. It got so bad we had to convert to Buddhism just to validate the fasting. Once in a while, I still have to put him on the cleanse. Not because I want him to be healthy, because I can't afford groceries. Somebody got that. Okay, fabulous. Oh, man. But you know what I have to say? You know, one thing, I was with these black men, and one thing that always bugged me about the whole situation was my friends, they also dated black men too, but unlike me about like staying by who they were, they started to act black. Do you know what I mean? With the whole neck bob and everything like that. And I'm like, don't, as my mother would say, what's that about? You know, I never got that, you know? But I must confess to you guys, on the days I would clean the house, when I was alone, something happened. Something happened to me, and I'm going to show you. This is me vacuuming the house when my husband is away. Supersonic. Supersonic. I don't know the words, but this sounds good. What's a white girl to do or when she's stuck in the hood? Supersonic. Supersonic. Ow! Ow! Crazy stuff. Thank you. Before I go, I'm going to tell you guys, recently, it's kind of a funny story. I've been living with a cross-dresser for 5 years. Yes, ladies, yes. And I'm going to tell you how you can tell if your man's a cross-dresser. You ladies ready for this? How you tell if your man's a cross-dresser? If he asks you to serve him beer in a size double D cup, he might be a cross-dresser. If your man owns stiletto golf shoes, he might be a cross-dresser. If your man thinks Tim Curry dresses too manly in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, he might be a crossdresser. And the number one way you can tell, ladies, any guesses? How to tell if your man's a crossdresser? He's wearing women's clothing. That's my time, you guys. I'm Norma Jean. Thank you very much.